Hi, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I am live right now. Hello, hello. I think it's three Nashville, 4 Eastern, 2 Pacific. I made that up, but it feels right. And I just wanted to do a quick live because I have been going. The first thing you might notice is I am a different me now. I wear glasses. I'm instantly smarter. That's how I feel when I wear glasses. But I've needed them for quite a while. After my concussion, my vision didn't really change, but the effect on my brain, I want to say my brain vision, the effect on my vision did change. And so I've finally gone and done the thing. I have progressive glasses now, and I'm trying to learn how to wear them and not forget that they exist. And it does seem to help, except for the times when I'm dizzy because I look the wrong way. So that's a change, and it's interesting. So I'm in Nashville for an event called Viralish, and it's all about like Facebook marketing, et cetera, because the world that I live in with my company is Facebook. And that is not an easy world to navigate when you are not a marketer. So I always like to understand why we're doing things that we do, why, and at the same time, I fight against anything that is close to being conformative, like viral videos or things like that. I don't know. I'm very much a contrarian when it comes to marketing. But I still need to understand it. I need to be able to grow this business, and that this business grows through Facebook and Facebook ads. And I want to do it with integrity. So I came to an event that is led by somebody who has billions and billions of views. She's hilarious. That's how I found her online. And when I saw that she was doing this event, I thought, well, I have to be there. I want to know what she understands. Now, it's really interesting when you are in the world of coaching, or you start to see the same faces in a lot of different groups, and it's almost like there's different levels of people, and so in different levels of success maybe. But like, so there are certain groups of people that I keep seeing at all the same events. They are connected to each other mostly through other coaching groups of the past. So it's kind of like I joined Conquer Coaching when I was in 2019, I think. And a lot of those people, those are the ones that I stayed connected with because we did something together. But then I've also watched other people accelerate their growth by going to a lot of events like the one I'm at right now, where you meet a lot of interesting people who are doing interesting things. And it's not always the things that I'm learning in the workshops that are the things that affect me. It's the relationships I build, but it's also like learning one-on-one from the people around me. So we're about to start this in probably a half hour. I'm going to go there, and then it's like full on all day tomorrow and Saturday till 3 and tonight till 8. So it's going to be like really deep into this. And when I signed up, I also knew because it's their first event, like their first official event, they're going to over deliver. You always want to over deliver when you're doing an event like this because they want reviews. And so I knew it would be important for me to be here because I get to experience it probably on a different level. But also, I think it's interesting. You meet a lot of interesting people. I will admit, I thought the kinds of people that I was going to meet coming here would be people who are more like influencers. And so far, I've been meeting a lot of business owners like me, which I think is very cool. They are having to figure out how to navigate their Facebook world. Some of them are more in the influencer space, some aren't. We just went out to dinner, a whole group of us, and it was really cool just to meet people. It always feels intimidating a little bit at first, but that's why I chose to go to lunch first, because I wanted to at least meet a couple people before I went to this big event. And it turns out the craziest thing, one of the women who is here, She called me randomly like 3 or 4 years ago to tell me that she's a virtual assistant agency as well. And she had been talking to somebody who had a VA, and they came from us. And so she literally called me to just connect and say, wow, you guys did a great job. And then we talked a couple of years ago again. So we've been in communication, but never in the same space at the same time. And I see her on LinkedIn all the time. She sees me, and I walked into lunch and there she is. So that kind of felt like it was meant to be, which was pretty cool. I'm very excited to spend time with her and just get to, she's in the home service virtual assistant world too. So just getting to sit and pick each other's brains is going to be really fun. And I always feel a little bit anxious going into things like this. And it really is about like, I have just a feeling of, I mean, it's hard to walk into a room with a lot of people. Are they going to accept me? It's like very young Melody type emotion. And yeah, I do it anyway. I always do it anyway. And I always feel really happy that I did. Last week I was in Tampa or near Tampa for an event for a mastermind I'm in called POD, Prospecting on Demand. It's a great group. They are very much my kind of people. They don't, I've been in other marketing mastermind groups or coaching groups, and one of the things that I like about them is that they really meet you where you are, and they don't try to conform you into some like system. And I love that. They have great coaches. They really give a lot. They're givers. And so the ability to work with a group of people who are givers and be surrounded by people who, like, they have a no asshole policy. We have a no jerk policy at Home Service VA, so it's perfect. So that's been really cool to experience that last week, to learn a lot of things that, I learn a lot from different events, but I'm not always in a place mindset wise to accept the information or to hear it. Like, there's too much information often. And last week it felt like I really was in a great place to be able to hear what they had for me. And it was awesome too, because I haven't been able to be involved in the group as much as I would like. But Angela, my sales assistant, she's really the salesperson. She goes every single day. They have 2 different classes or workshops every single day that you can join, whether it's like office hours. They have, sales calls, ads lab, they call it. They have a mastermind they do every Wednesday for certain things. They have an ops call usually on Thursdays. So they have like a lot of different calls that you can go to learn, to ask questions. And it's really a cool way to be involved in a group. It's very hands-on virtually. But Angela's been the one who's mostly been involved. It's not cheap to join a group like that. It's an investment. And I make the investment because I want the best for my company. And I know that spending the money to invest in, a high level of basically brain power, because that's what I'm doing, it hacks our ability to grow. So that was a great week. I did a cold call, you guys. I've never done a cold call in my life. I was really lucky in my other businesses that were local. I never had to call. I honestly, people might freak out about this, but sometimes I wouldn't call customers for a week or even prospects. And the reason I could get away with that is because they waited for us. We had a great reputation and people wanted to work with us. And I did have a voicemail that said at the time, we return calls in the order they are received, which stopped people from triple calling. And creating Home Service VA has kind of been, I want to say, a slap in the face, because I didn't realize that what I had always done over and over and over again in my other companies was not going to work for this, right? So it's kind of been me having to pivot once I figured this out. and readjust how we approach our business model, how we approach our marketing, really, and move forward from there. So that's why I invest in going to these things. Now, there are other things. I'm going to be going to CleanCon, and I have a booth I'm really excited about. So if you're in the cleaning industry, that'll be in, I think, a couple weeks maybe. And the reason why I love it is because one of the questions on the vendor survey was, how can you make your, it's going to be during St. Patty's Day week. How can you make your booth festive? That is my jam. If you need a booth that is festive, ask me, I'll design it for you. I call it the anti-booth, because most people's booths are really like generically professional and they all look the same. So I always like to do very customized things for my booths that are weird and they get attention. That's the whole point. So in a way, I'm like good at getting attention for our business in weird ways, but I'm not good at monetizing it all the time. That's the part I'm always also trying to work on. So anyway, I'm about to go to this event. I'm gonna kind of walk into something that I have no idea what it's gonna be or who's gonna be there. I have no idea what they're gonna do, and I'm totally cool with that because I have a lot of trust in the people who are planning this, and I understand because I know that they have gone to a lot of events themselves. They know what the standard is. So I expect they're probably going to really over deliver just on the time alone of what we're going to be. Like the time, it's from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're feeding us, and it's really intensive. So it's kind of like a master's class in Facebook marketing in a very short amount of time. And I'll try to come back up here and give you different insights as I go along. I had so many insights last week that I can't even think of because my brain is too full right now. But one of the biggest ones, and I'll avoid the swear since I know I have all different people listening, is that me and my daily text buddy, Chris, who we had similar voices in our head and that we're always kind of struggling with. And every morning we text each other and say, we effing know what we're doing. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this a long time. I should be confident in knowing what I'm doing. That just being able to say it over and over again, I do know what I'm doing, but I haven't lived my life online, or even like in our marketing world, I haven't presented us like that. So I have to tell you, I've said it before, every day I move very painfully slowly in inches, 1 inch at a time. That's why I go to these events. I guarantee I will move my brain a mile. I will be able to come back and talk to my social media editors, my podcast editors, anybody who's doing my social media stuff. I'll be able to talk to my team and give them information that is going to hopefully pivot the way that we market on Facebook, the way that I market my podcast, The Sole Proprietor, on Facebook. Kurt Kempton and I, who co-hosts it with me, we want to grow that podcast because we really feel like the topics we're talking about are important. They're the things in business that people don't tend to talk about. And we just haven't found our exact audience yet, but we're working on it. That's another reason why I'm here, to figure out how do we find the audience, or how does the audience find us? And ultimately, marketing is all about just being visible to the people that you want to reach. I know who my ideal people are. I think that they can feel they're not transactional. They value integrity. They value like relationships, and they understand the value of a long-term relationship built on integrity. Those are my people. And I work really hard to try to attract those kinds of people to work with our company, but also to be around. I want to be surrounded by people like that. So anyway, that is my story for today, for right now. I'm going to leave now and go to this place and meet lots of people and try to remember everybody's name. Let me know if you have any questions about Facebook marketing. because I will be an expert in like 2 days. I'll know how to go viral. And to be honest, I have been viral-ish, both on Facebook, TikTok. I've managed to get some really good views over the years for certain types of videos, but I want to understand how to do it better for my business because most of my viral stuff is for personal, and we need more views on our business stuff. Anyway, this is so unimportant in the world, and yet it's what I'm doing. So I thought I'd share it. Tell me what you're doing today, and I will report back. Probably not tonight. I'm going to be exhausted, but in the near future. Have a great day and take care. And hopefully I can turn this off. I have no idea how to. And the end.